tuned into the judges table. Representing the 314 in St. Louis and the 816 in Kansas City, here's your hosts, Slick 50 and Polo J.
I like that.
Did I mess it up? Oh.
I like that.
There we go. All right. Let's get it. There you go. That's what I was wondering. I think we on par for about what we was talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So we could try it out. We could definitely try that out, ladies and gentlemen. I almost had it perfect this time. But I muted myself.
Oh, hell. Can you hear me?
Yeah. When I heard that clap, I was like, all right, cool. Because these things so quiet, bro. But
What's going on, Bon Quick?
Bon Quick. That boy on time. He show up for work. E-Dub shows up for work for sure. What's good, everybody, man?
Y'all
know what it is.
On time, and we might have to start talking about promotions.
Didn't we get? He got a wrench, didn't he?
Oh shoot!
Did Bon Quick we get a wrench?
That's just the pay increase.
I know we got everybody in this joint. You know what I'm saying? Let me pull it up. Make sure the wrench holders show up. That's the thing. You got to show up though. If you got a wrench, the point of having a wrench for real though is to watch out for your boys. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And it shows that you've been here for a while. You know what I'm saying? Until we hit that 1,000 subscribers, then we can get to join, where you get to join, and we can get badges and stuff. But you know what I mean? Yeah, he does. Like I say, I'm double time. That's what it do, man. That's what it do. Appreciate it.
That's what's up, man.
Yes, sir. But y'all see
I just gave him a wrench. I gave a.
Who you give wrench? E-Dub ain't got a wrench?
He didn't have a wrench for me. I gave him a wrench.
That's what's up. I gotta get one. Oh, why they let me?
Employee of the month here. You know what? That's up for debate.
Why E-Dub can't get? Oh, E-Dub must not be over here. I'm double time.
E-Double ain't. It's just
he over on yours.
E-Double ain't in here.
E-Dub one kicks.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you was talking about.
Oh, the other E-Dub. Yeah.
Yeah.
E-Dub. E-Dub one, man. Say something in my chat, man. I'm trying to give you a wrench. I don't know what is it doing. It just keeps saying actions report block. Usually it'll pop up, bro. Who platform you on?
Oh, he on mine.
Yeah, tap him, give him a wrench. And then come to mine, you get a wrench on mine. So make sure you're on all the platforms. Slick 50, you can go to GMT, and we can see you there. You'll end up with a wrench in all three. So one day you be like, where my wrench at? It might be because of the platform you on. So come to GMT and get a wrench, man. That's what I really want you to get it at. Oh, okay, yeah, you did get a wrench over here on Slick 50 TV.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. He said I'm on my laptop and phone, G. Hey, that's what we're talking about. That's support. That's support.
Well,
hey, that's what's up right there. Real
if
spit.
I had 35 cents, I'd give it to you.
He lied. He gonna get some.
You can't get nothing
some
for 35
juju.
cents no more.
He gonna go get him some snacks. He ain't gonna give you no damn 35 cents. Listen to his ass.
Oh, quick, what's going on? Salute and love all that stuff, my brother.
But nah, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all are tuning in to the world famous judges table. Y'all know how we do it around here. Hopefully, I'm not blasting nobody's ears out, whatever the case may be. But we're gonna start with a bit of news that wasn't in the title, dealing with Triller. Now, this right here, he said, "Yo, it all adds up. Like it does. What it do, B? What it do?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Let me get him one. B always here. And you gonna get a wrench, B, because all our day we try to get all our day ones to get a wrench, bro. People who show up, they getting a wrench on GMT boxing for sure.
It worked.
For as long as we kind of bad mouth Triller. I gotta get Triller. We have. We have.
Oh, my brother, don't add me into this.
Oh, we was talking about the lackluster cars, the Jake Pauls, all that type stuff. See,
every indictment that I had nothing to do with Triller. It had everything to do with the spectacles they had going on their platform. It had nothing to do with Triller. They just out here, they a squirrel out here trying to get a nut. And I ain't mad at it.
They didn't got an acorn. They didn't did that thing. They on their game here. They didn't got the whole pine cone tree and everything else. They doing their thing, man. Currently, the silent killer, while people talking about these guys, we done heard out of Bob Mouth. Who are these guys? These fucking schmucks and all that shit. You know, you shouldn't be able to put your hand in a pot and you ain't been around a long time. You know, we done heard it all, right? Well, how? I don't know, but they winning right now. They winning. And the format they've been trying, if you've been watching any Triller things, you know, the first one was a slam dunk, you know what I'm saying, with who was it? Roy Jones, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, all that stuff. It was, and then you had Snoop Dogg, Sugar Ray Leonard, you had music in between each fight, you know what I'm saying? And stuff going on in the background that we didn't even get to see and all that stuff, right? Hey, right on, appreciate it. And that models, I enjoyed that. I did. I enjoyed it, right? It was a show. It was a well put show, and it was something different, and it kept me in my seat. Usually when I go to fight parties, you know, I'm like, pass the nachos. Hey, you gonna get something? Yeah, bring me something. Then it's my turn. I get up, get everybody something. This is the third. You know when it's my turn? When it's something I don't want to see, right? But doing that Triller fight, I wanted to see everything. You know what I'm saying? Because you had Snoop Dogg getting smoking weed, trying to get Sugar Ray to hit it, and they talking shit. You know, sort of like us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it was just, and then you had the music. They was walking out with the fighters. It was just, I didn't want to move, and I had to give them that. Now after that, it was kind of they tried to just stick with straight, like boxing, right? And then they tried to separate the two, the music and the boxing. Then they went back with a versus before the boxing match, or a boxing match before the versus, right? And it was all a trial error. Like all our day ones, if you've been here, we've been doing a whole lot of trial and error around here. You know what I'm saying? We used to have the two rectangles on the screen. Now you see it side by side. We got intros now. You know, you grow. You learn from your mistakes. Yeah. Evolution. You learn from your mistakes. And the beauty of that format, nobody was really paying attention. Like, what are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? Well, ladies and gentlemen, Triller, whatever they doing, they found their format and it's working. All right. They beat out, the only people they didn't beat out is Sunday Night Football. All the major networks, they sold, I had more viewership than everything else of anything that was major. Like, you know, you got major shows on major networks. Every network has a show that outdo all the rest, right?
They bread and butter.
Yeah. They outdid everybody except Sunday Night Football, bro. They outdid Thursday Night Football, Monday Night Football, which I could not believe. This Is Us, The Masked Singer, Grey's Anatomy, The Equalizer, 911, The Bachelorette, and The Bachelor. Now, these are your top, 10, 12 shows.
Mm-hmm.
That says something. You know why? Because I don't see PBC. I don't see PBC Showcase. I don't see Showtime. I don't see none of that. Now, what's dope about this, you're going to say, well, those are, you know, just, it's a little niche. It's boxing. But Triller figured it out. Instead of just marketing boxing, they market a show that has boxing in it.
They offer an all-around entertainment experience.
Right.
That's what they're selling.
Right.
And if anybody's been in here for a while, y'all remember last year, I want to say about this time last year, we were talking about how Triller could actually get into the position to take over the sport of boxing. Mm-hmm. Yes, they had their little run in and their little dipples and dapples with George Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez that then just so happened to pan out because of certain situations. Then they had the Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr., which was good. I was all for it, you know, and a bunch of the other things, including the versus battles.
Right.
They have put themselves in prime position again to be one of the worldwide leaders in boxing entertainment.
That's the thing. Can you just label them as boxing? Can you just label it boxing? It's like they're ushering this new wave. What boxing been trying to do, they leave it up to the fighter who they want to walk out with, and they have to make those arrangements, right? Triller's not gonna wait. Like, we're gonna have it, right? It's like, excuse me. It's like they want to take it to the next level, messing music with sports. We already know, if you have been to a baseball game in person, trust me, music and sports go together. Your favorite baseball player is walking out the Little John. You just don't know it, all right? Because on TV, for some reason, I don't know if it's because of the music rights or what, but every player comes out to their own music, all right? And baseball, and so on, right?
Even basketball.
Right.
Like, you can tell when a song is hitting right when you see somebody out there trying to cross somebody over just for shits and giggles.
Right.
You know that song bumping in the background, and it's one of their songs, and they feeling it.
For real. And
even on football, that first play when they start getting the jump, boy.
The halftime show. Football.
Even before the half.
Football. Well, I'm saying, but one of the biggest spectacle on earth, football. The Super Bowl, football, and a concert, a mini concert. You get what I'm saying? So they just X'd out football, said we're going to do it with boxing. And what's cool about this is, though, I got to shout out to Swiss Beats, Timberland. This was something they saw, contacted my guy, whatever. What's my guy name, man? I can't pronounce it. That's a fact. But the CEO of Triller, I'm not even going to try to be high, whatever his name is. I'm not going to mess it up.
Is it a Latin?
Oh, fuck you. I was trying not to curse, goddamn it, in the first damn 10 minutes. Your ass. No, I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I don't know. But I am not finna butcher this guy's name, all right? But shout out to them for getting in contact with him, saying we got an idea with verses and it could be associated with other things. You know what I'm saying? That shit is hard. And what happened was, now they're all in partnership, not just producing. They were producing the verses, okay? Now they're all in partnership, and it's called Trillerverse. All right, VERZ, Corpse. These guys have went public, ladies and gentlemen. They're on the NASDAQ. So now the backing is there. All right, they partnered with Sea Change International. Came to them about December. Said we want to partner with you guys. We want to merge. Now they got the financial backing. No worries about no money. No, none of that stuff. And they didn't open. So man, that's a kudos to them. I look and if after saying all of this, they have Trillerverse 5. Lineage of Greatness is gonna be May 14th, which is gonna interfere because I know De La Hoya was trying to throw an all Mexican card around in, which was gonna be dope. So everything's clashing. I also think the Charlo
fight is the next day, the 16th.
Is it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think
April?
so.
No, April, not May.
Is it? Okay, well.
Charlo fight is in April, ain't it?
Somebody fight on the 14th. I know that for a fact. Somebody's fighting on the 14th. But nevertheless,
I don't care about. I was just saying, I don't care about the Charlo fighting.
Oh my God, here we go. but no, nevertheless though, it's dope card if you being introduced to boxing. Also, if you're a person like me that just love boxing, all right, you gonna have Sergey Kovalev is coming back. I think it's a cruiserweight or heavyweight. It's to be determined, whatever, so on that range or whatever. And they were saying that's the reason why he looked pitiful in his last fights, well, because he be struggling with his weight or whatnot. He was losing muscle or well, this, that, and the third, whatever, right? But then he's gonna fight Terve Pulev. Y'all know the last name Pulev. This is the little bro, Kubrat Pulev. Kubrat Pulev is also fighting too. He's fighting Andrei Fedosov. I be messing people's names up now. Y'all know that. All right. And then you got young Holyfield. Holyfield's son is fighting. Then you got the Vargas brothers.
All of them.
Fernando Vargas' sons. All three of them. They boxing on there. So you going to get all them fights. And you know it's probably going to be a couple more on there. But those are the names on there. And this is the kicker. This is where I think how they're winning with their viewership. You're going to get all that for $29.99.
I can't even feed my family for $29.99.
Right. You right. All three of them. All three of them, plus the two Pulev brothers, Sergey Kovalev. Like, bro, and I can't say nothing bad about it. $29.99, bro.
Can't beat that.
You can't beat it.
Even if you wanted to.
Bon Quigley said Kovalev is now a bootleg. Hey, if it proves right though, with his promoter saying, I forget her name all the time, but hey, look, she said that he had to lose weight. He looking more sharper. He looking good. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. So if it pulls out, it pans out, yo. Trilla got the money to pay. We might got another DAZN who just like this. Come on over. Come on. We'll give it to you. You saw what they did to Teofimo.
You know what?
Paid Teofimo out.
This is an underrated comment. This is
when we talk, there you go.
More buys in and less stealing the string.
There you go. And that's a fact. Excellent point.
Excellent point.
He said if they add Cypress Hill, I will buy it. Man, you don't know who gonna be, but it's gonna be music too. They also say it's gonna be a versus afterwards. So you're gonna get music during the boxing match, and you gonna do all this for $29.99.
Oh,
bruh,
say what?
You can't believe you can say what? What's happening, partner? Yeah, man. So you can't, bruh. You can't. Oh, I gave you a wrench already. Say what? That's what's up. I don't know if you on in the red. If you go over there in the red corner box, you get a wrench over there too.
Hey, come over to mine. Say what? And I'll give you a wrench. I'll give you that shotty.
Yeah, we get wrenches out for all our day one people. So shout out to them. Like I say, Swiss Beats, Timberland, the CEO of Trilla Virgil Corp. Trust me, tomorrow I'm going to look for these guys, see how much a share cost, because this might be pan out to be something huge. So I want to take a chance on it. I am, and for those who think I'm BSing, there go the numbers. I ain't making that up. You can see it yourself. Read it in a week. Yeah. The only one they haven't beat is Sunday Night Football. That's it.
Damn.
You know, I don't see nobody. I don't see Showtime. I don't see nobody else on here who deal with boxing.
Oh.
So I'm just saying, bro.
They're not going to have them. I don't think they're going to have them against major cable networks like Showtime, HBO, things like that. They have their own shows because these are basic channels, except for everything is basic except for
ESPN and Monday Night Football. That's huge. Thursday night is even huge. Well, it depends who play on Thursday. And then you got Sunday. That's gonna be hard, bro. Sunday Night Football. I don't think that's. But Monday, how did they beat Monday? That's what got me.
Because a lot of football games this past season were garbage. They were.
Well, it says something.
I don't even want to get into that.
Well, I'm saying it says something that they turned to them though.
Yeah,
they turned to them. So I give it to them. Keep pushing, keep going forward. If I can get me some stock, if it's low enough, I'm buying it. I'm buying it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk, man. Well, y'all know what's up next, man. You know what's up next, Polo, don't you?
What's that?
Let's give it to him. My bad. Error, one man show.
All right.
Let's get it.
I got it.
Why is it doing that? My bad, Polo, but it's acting stupid. Now that's not me. There you go.
I gotta change the mood for a little bit and teach you brothers how to get paid. Become an all-star. You sign with a team. Then you retire 2 years later. You sign a massive contract with that team, but you still retire 2 years later. And you still on their books until 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, Ken Griffey Jr. did that. Arguably one of the greatest baseball players of all time. He's still on the Cincinnati Reds payroll until 2024. And I believe he's either the fourth or fifth highest paid player on their team, and he has not even suited up for them. Make that make sense. Yeah, Griffey, LOL. Number two, Baseball season is back. Games are going to be starting up relatively soon. So, and the tickets are cheap. Catch them now. Lakers are garbage. I'm sorry if there's any Los Angeles Lakers fans here, but your team is boo-boo. Like hot boo-boo. Like hot buffalo boo-boo. Then we move on over to the gridiron. Football. You know, last year, people said that both conferences were relatively close. AFC, NFC. AFC has officially put their foot in the ass of the NFC, especially the AFC West. Not only do you have my best friend, Patrick Mahomes, I went to his wedding over the weekend, if y'all didn't know. And that's just here in Kansas City. And then we got my homeboy, Russ. Me, him, Sierra, and my wife, Aisha, we had dinner on Sunday. It was beautiful. We went to Ruth Chris. We did the damn thing. Then we got them fucking Raiders. Fuck them. And then we have the Chargers. The Chargers are making moves to win. They're making the moves. But not only that, Von Miller just signed with the Buffalo Bills. I'm an avid Chiefs fan. I really am. But Buffalo Bills are going to the Super Bowl next year. Mark my words. And that's it for the rundown.
Dude right here, bro. You could run me a steak or something, motherfucker. Talk about you with the Ruth Chris.
I also forgot to do that. Tough times don't last, but the bad guy does.
That nigga ain't shit. But you right. Rest in peace, man. Razor Ramon, man. Rest in peace, bro.
Ramon.
Real talk.
Rest in peace. That was a. You don't mind if we stick to that just a second?
No, go right ahead. Razor
Ramon, man. I remember his infamous ladder match with Shawn Michaels, man. They took some hard bumps in that match.
No, that's a fact.
They really did. I remember the curtain call when all four of them got into the ring and hugged it out, even though they wasn't supposed to. I remember all of that. I remember when him and Kevin Nash made their entrance into WCW. People was like, "What the heck are they doing here? Like, why?
Belong. Right?
They don't belong over there on TV right now."
Right, the real across the street.
Was like, no, the bad guy has arrived.
Right.
And because of them and their influence, they did something that shocked the wrestling world forever. I don't think there's been any other shock. They caused Mr. Say Your Prayers and Take Your Vitamins to go rogue.
Right.
They turned Hogan to the dark side. And thus we got the NWO, the New World Order. Too sweet. All of that. We got it. And it drove from 95 to 99. It drove your Mondays. It drove your Thursdays because that's when they started moving to Thursdays also in between that time. Your Mondays and Thursdays were stuck with the repeat button, stuck between TNT and USA.
Flick.
You knew for a fact once one of them went to commercial, the other one
was on. Right.
You just sit here hitting it. And then you hear that bam. You knew shit was about to hit the fan. Somebody was getting jumped and they was going to get spray painted.
Right.
That was it. I loved it.
It was just
all of that. Yeah. And then all of that you can, attribute it back to Scott Hall. He was part of the mastermind for that situation. And I would like to say thank you for making my childhood very eventful and roguish. Because I went bad.
Real talk. Now that's back when like it was a big deal to be able to play your character, bro. It was like they lived it. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me as a kid you weren't trying to keep a toothpick in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Talking about I'm the real Mochismo, man. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't.
Hey, man.
You couldn't tell me he was the real Cameron made Pink look good. You hear me? It was how a bad guy. How did a bad man make Pink be hard, man, like that, bro?
Because he had razors all on it.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was too influential. Wrestling was so influential back then because it had to be, at least your character had to be believable. That's what gained your following, bro. It wasn't sounding like you acting or you just memorized your lines. These guys eat, sleep, shit at their character, bro. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Did. And if anything, man, that's what always appealed to me. I felt like if I ever met them guys in person as a kid, that's who I was gonna meet. Like they act like that. That has to be them. You know what I'm saying? So for me, boy, dude, you got a jerry curl mullet, and you know, half, and then it grew it out. Man, look, dude, raw. I don't know if y'all seen the infamous picture of him where he was in the hood. Did you?
Yeah.
I mean, dude was hard, bro. Dude was hard and go anywhere because the kids believed in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Before, like, you got to remember, this is right after Tupac and Biggie, really.
Mm-hmm.
So how were you going to get that fix for that bad guy? Fucking Razor Ramon, fucking Scott Hall, you gonna get it. Bouncing around, pointing at himself like he's that nigga. But he was never a nigga. But he was that nigga.
Smack the shot of you. He take his toothpick out. There you go. Take it. Or he'll look the other way. And then slap the shit out your ass. Like, what the hell you talking about, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Some of the most gangster shit you could see on TV at the time. It was amazing. And yes, the outsiders will always be over the Wolfpack. Original NWO.
There you go.
All day. I'm surprised you didn't wear your GMT inspired shirt.
Man,
they got it from you.
Oh yeah, it's over here. It's right there. But no, man. Also, you know what I'm saying? He made taco meat famous. It's okay to have chest hair again. You know what I'm saying? He gold chains, all that. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Dude was the truth, bro. Dude, his whole image was the truth, bro.
And the thing was, WCW did it perfect because they mixed him and Kevin Nash together as a team. You never seen Razor Ramon and Diesel tag team in WWF. You never seen it. You never seen it. So when you finally got to see it, big bad Kevin Nash with fucking Scott Hall, they cleaned up everything and if y'all can pay for Peacock, go back and watch some of those tag team matches between Harlem Heat and the Outsiders. Some of the greatest tag team matches you will ever see. Booker T and Stevie Ray versus Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. Some of the greatest tag team matches you will ever see. Some of the most violent. They giving out some of the stiffest shots too, because they know each other could take it. So it makes for good entertainment.
Right. That's what I was going to say. Back then, they were more willing to take shots. They was more willing to sell the product. You know what I'm saying? Which was the excitement. You know what I'm saying? We're just watching them. You had to be able to feel it, the impact. You know what I mean? And all of that. We knew the punches weren't 100% real, but we knew when it was like WrestleMania or pay-per-view, you was like, they finna be doing some extras, bro.
Starcade.
It's finna be some extras, bro. Somebody finna get chin check for real and all of that. You know what I mean? Like, you knew it. You knew it. And that era, sadly but surely, is like gone. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody.
You know, Sweet Chin Music and WrestleMania was real. You took that kid. You took it.
You took that kid because Shawn Michaels still has the moniker, Mr. WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You were going to get a show. That's on the WWF side. You're going to get a show from The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels. Hell, even Bret Hart would put on a show.
Bret Hart was
put on. He will wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
He will show you what technical wrestling
it was all about tech. I was about to say he was technical.
Mm-hmm.
Inside, switching, and all
switching, shooting. Everything that you see in MMA, he was doing it in the wrestling ring before any of them ever crossed over or thought about crossing over.
Mm-hmm.
Bret Hart was the originator of technical wrestling.
Yeah, that dude was with it. You hear me?
Oh,
it was not one match that dude had where he didn't put your arm behind you. The dude arm behind his back and have him on his tippy toes. And it always started out with him getting his arm twisted and he get up out there and go. You know what I'm saying? It was dope, man. But God. Yeah, man, there was the days, bro. Them was the days. Days. But no, that's how I went from all ring sports, bro. That was my stuff, bro. From wrestling to boxing.
He was another technical one. Dean Malenko, that late iteration of the Four Horsemen with him, Chris Benoit, Nature Boy, and I forgot the other dude.
That's how you know you infamous when a name of a clique don't die. We just replace people. It don't go nowhere. It don't go nowhere.
The man of 1,000 holes. That was, oh my God. Dean Malenko was the truth. He was the truth. But it's like you were saying, it's crazy that terms like Four Horsemen, you don't think of the apocalypse.
Right.
You don't think of the world in it.
Right.
You think of Ric Flair.
Yeah.
You think of Ric Flair.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? When you hear Legion of Doom, goddamn right.
Right.
When you hear the phrase, oh yeah, all of a sudden you have to do it in a little raspy way because you're thinking about Macho Man.
Yeah.
Randy Savage. You know, excellence of execution. You see the pink sunglasses. You see it.
Yeah.
You know, it's when somebody does this, they think that you talking about hook 'em horn for Texas or not. Nah, I'm thinking about NWO, baby.
There you go.
I'm thinking about that. Like Slick said earlier, every time I go to a buffet and they hand me a toothpick, I can't help it. I can't help it.
You go hold it there.
In me now.
You go hold it there, like
I'm gonna hold it there.
Real talk.
And real talk. Ever so slightly, just flick that bitch out the seed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That was the inspiration. That's what pushes culture. Stuff like that.
Right.
We ain't got none of that no more, man.
No. It's still there. It's just people nowadays want to put too many politics instead of just relax. We know, but just have fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like I watched all ring sports because my dad would watch it with me, you know what I'm saying? Even though, but see, I had a dad where like he didn't want me doing bad stuff, even though I did do bad stuff. So he was like, you know, this ain't real, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I know, because next I'm gonna be jumping off the dressing room and everything else. You know what I mean?
I think
and we watched boxing. We watched that and boxing together. It didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? That's how I fell in love with boxing. You know, or whatnot. And in both aspects, believe it or not, you have to do the same. Some of these guys ain't who they seem in boxing. They just have to sell themselves. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of the same. If you can dig the character that a wrestler is playing, you know what I'm saying, and they can make that believable, it's the same thing with these guys in boxing. They have to seem some sort of believable for you to buy into what they're trying to sell you.
Like, to translate it over to boxing. Let's translate it over to boxing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have personalities in wrestling that I can match that personality to a boxer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have a young boxer, Devin Haney, that's having troubles promoting himself, getting himself over, if you want.
Oh, let me get this one. Let me pick a wrestler. Let me pick a wrestler.
Go ahead.
The 1, 2, 3 kid.
Yes.
That's the 1, 2, 3 kid, bro.
Yes. And then we have Gervonta.
Mm-hmm.
I would say
that's
$1 million man.
No, hell no. Because he got the money, he got the deal, but he just hurt himself, and he trying to still make people believers. That's Taz.
Don't do Taz like that.
That's Taz.
Don't do Taz like that.
Taz got the money. Came when that motherfucker got hurt. Didn't he?
Yes, he did.
They still collecting them checks.
Brooklyn Brawler. I'll give that to Teofimo Lopez.
Brooklyn Brawler was hard, bro, because even though he was like a stepping stone or whatever, but he was like the hardest nobody to become somebody person ever. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was a benchmark. Gatekeeper, bro. But he was hard though, because he gave you a problem.
If I gotta say Canelo, who could I compare Canelo to? Ric Flair.
Well, with his attitude now, you're not on my level. Yes. They don't do nothing for me. They offer me nothing.
You're not even a good fighter. You bad fighter.
Yeah,
that's Ric Flair.
That's Ric Flair. Shit talk shit.
And who I could say is his nemesis right now, who's doing the most talking at a Canelo? Well, that would be Benavidez, and I compare him to Roddy Piper.
Hey, that's that dude. That Roddy's my dude, bro. I got his pops right there, bro. That's my dude.
Piper, that's who I would do that.
Mr. Always Floyd, taking it too far.
So I guess Floyd would be $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase.
There you go. That's Floyd all day. And I told you that's my favorite. That's him pulling out money. Anybody could be bought.
When it comes to stiffness, Undertaker was kind of stiff when he got into the ring, but he put on a good show.
Yeah.
Earl Spence. Yeah. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Shit, that's a tough one.
Terrence Crawford.
I can see that. Attitude, yeah.
Yeah.
With that look. What you say? You know how many times Stone Cold try to give somebody the benefit of the doubt about to walk out, then they keep running their mouth. This dude's not Tombstone, Stone Cold stunning a female. Who was that he did? That was China.
He did that to China. He did it to Linda McMahon. He didn't
care.
Equal opportunity.
Right.
And I can see that in Terrence. It's equal opportunity. Anybody want it, they can get it.
Exactly. And he tried to give you a shot like, hey, chill out. Chill out. Okay. Wait till we get in this ring. Yeah, I can see that attitude with Terrence. Yeah.
See, and then Manny Pacquiao. Great. Jimmy Snuka.
Jimmy Superfly Snuka. I ain't gonna lie. Now I ain't trying to say to be funny, man. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat with them fast hands and how he used to link his side when he was punching and all that stuff. That's really similar. Really similar.
Why am I keep doing this? What is wrong? The universe doesn't want me to be great.
Bye, quickly fucking me up now. Rey Mysterio, Eastside Cruz, bro. You only saying that because of the hype, bro. All right, no, you only saying it because of hype. Boy,
you want to know who you compare Tank to?
Who?
Triple H.
Triple H?
That's who you compare Tank to.
I can see that.
Because
the corporation. Wasn't it the corporation?
Got into the system.
Yeah, the system. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Yeah, he's in the system.
And he
there
does
you go.
Whatever he wants for whatever title he wants.
There you go.
Time that
any weight class, I'm doing
any weight class.
I have pay-per-view when I want one.
That's Triple H. So that's Tank. And that's not even an insult.
No, for real it ain't. For real it ain't.
Batista Andrade? No. Nah. I can't even. The Rock,
I could do that.
Andre Ward. I could talk to you bad as hell and still give it to you.
Yeah, I could do Batista at the end of his career.
Yeah.
I could do Batista at the end of his career. Because you could start when Batista was at the end of his career, you could tell he really didn't.
He was making that Hollywood money.
Yeah, like, man, I'm about to stop. He just stopped. like, oh, I forgot to tell you, I ain't coming to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
But no, reals, man. Like, people need to come in one with themselves and just realize what they like. Don't worry about what nobody else like. You know what I'm saying? And leave the politics alone. Like, if you like boxing, just enjoy it for what it is. Don't worry about pockets. I know we get to all the formalities on here and stuff like that for us, like how much they're getting paid, because the reason we mention is because for some people, that's what motivate them. You know what I'm saying? Before
Right.
it's me talking about what this dude spent his money on and things like that. I don't care about that. I care about seeing a good match. I still watch wrestling from time to time. I definitely watch boxing. Y'all know that. I'm even getting into MMA because it's all ring sports. You know, and it's all based on one thing. The principle of being able to sell yourself. Right? Now I'm going to give you another good example of selling yourself. His name is Jaron Boots Ennis. And you know, his name in wrestling will be RVD. Right? Because
No,
he
I
knew
would
how
say
to sell
Randy
himself.
Orton. I would
Randy
say
Orton?
I
You
would
think
say
so?
Randy
Well, I
out
had to
of
get them both
nowhere.
because they both know how to sell themselves, right?
Mhm.
They both
And
knew
then-
wrestle. They
and
was damn
then-
good at what they was doing.
And here's the thing, just like Randy Orton, Boots out of nowhere just got a knockout. Just out of nowhere. Just out of, RKO out of nowhere.
Right,
You
right.
feeling minding your business. You could be sitting down. RKO.
Right.
Hell, you could be in the air.
Them videos
RKO.
are still infamous, bro, where they got him just jumping out of nowhere, RKOing kids and shit. Y'all ever seen them videos?
Yes.
That shit's so funny. It was like an animated picture and they just got him jumping out of nowhere. People like, they actually tripping. Like they falling on accident, but it looked like he come out of nowhere and pow! Like, shit's just hilarious still today to me, bro. But you're right. Them two dudes and the way that he correlate, because he know how to sell himself. Now, one time this man has not took an opportunity to a camera to sell himself. He get on there, and the cold part about it, it's believable. The boy believes in himself to the point it's like, I don't give a fuck about you if you don't believe me. I don't give a shit. I know what I can do. I know what I convey. So like, and it's saying that it's being seen to the point where the network reached out to this young man and gave him a 3-fight deal. Mind you, he has no promotion company. So this man's gonna have his next 3 fights on Showtime. I want to say it's Boots, bruh. I think Boots and Charlo is fighting on the 14th, right? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. 14th of May. Because he's the co-main event. And also, they done moved in his fight. He's fighting Clayton as a co-main event to Charlo and Castano.
Mm-hmm. Well, sounds good.
Damn right. It's real. It's good. I mean, think about it. If more fighters take that approach and get out there, sell themselves, and actually produce what they're saying, you ain't got to worry about Bob.
You ain't got to worry
Al,
about Bob.
Eddie. Network's
You
going
ain't
to
gotta
start
worry
coming
about
to
all
you.
those hands. All those hands that's in the pot, you ain't got to deal with them.
Facts. You hear me? Real spit. Real spit. So, like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, that's real, Polo. But yeah, like, it's extraordinary because last time you saw this type of deal recently, but it was through a promotional company, was Canelo, right? Mm-hmm. Giving through 300 million or something like that. Who did he get that deal through? No, that was the Zone. The Zone getting like 353 million. It was one of them, right?
$350 million. That's what it was.
Yeah, and then you had Mayweather, but this Mayweather guy, his big payday was Showtime, a network, right? He still was with PBC, right? And Mayweather Promotions, but he got that 800 million, whatever it was, for them 6 fights. What was it, 3 fights or 6 fights that year or something like that?
It was the six fights.
I don't know the numbers.
But he didn't fight 6 times that year. He just had a 6-fight deal.
It was something. But then you got this guy, Ennis, right? Younger than all of them, and got a 3-fight deal. Now, what's so significant about it is this: if networks gonna be coming at him, what do you think the PBC gonna be doing?
I honestly don't think that Al's gonna make a move. I don't.
Let me tell you this: when you get a 3-fight deal from a network,
mm-hmm.
and say you produce like straight go hard, like knockout, right? Because at this point now, you're not gonna be able to deny this man, right? If he produce these next 3 fights the same way he been doing the rest of his fights, because Showtime been, I'm kind of, I think it's 7, 8 or 9 fights been on Showtime, okay? And he keep producing this same work, this same body of work. You're gonna find a Top Rank or PBC or the Zone willing to pay him, just like PBC was trying to pay Canelo to fight one of their fighters, so they get a piece of that money. Showtime see the next Mayweather, And that's what Showtime looking for.
Yeah.
And
Or
they
could it
taking a
be
gamble
with
on this.
What could it be with what B and say what said?
What we looking at? Boots gambled on himself because not signing to a major, he could have got lost in the sauce. Right, but it goes back to who are we?
What?
We're the media. This is NJR media, aka the judges table, sports media.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He's talked to us. We've talked to Boots. We have interviews with Boots. He doesn't see the opportunity to get out there. He's not afraid to say names.
Mm-hmm.
He's not afraid to challenge the people they say that's better than him. Right? Shine made a comment and he said he was overrated. Right? But he didn't mean it in that manner. You heard what he did as soon as they come out of retirement. Show me that I'm not made of what I am. He's calling out everybody. He could easily become the boogeyman though. See, that's the only thing I'm scared of. But if Showtime got his back and he keep producing, it's people like money, bro. Al like money. Bob like money. He'd be like, look, I'm at the place you gonna have to fight Boots. We can't miss out. We can't. You saw they was trying to serve up Charlo to Canelo. It went the other way. Canelo wasn't calling PBC. Canelo wasn't like, yo, I want to fight Charlo, but I might go over here. No, it wasn't none of that. They offered that man guaranteed money before their own fighter guaranteed money.
Bingo.
How does that work? I'm signed to you, and you trying to give this dude guaranteed money, and I'm not getting guaranteed money.
Because they realize that their guy ain't that guy.
We know how you feel. We know how you feel about Charlo.
It's simple math. It's just simple math. It's simple arithmetic. If I put it like this, I'm your guy. I'm your man's, right, Slick?
Right.
Okay. I'm about to head into the ring. I'm about to head in there. I'm about to do some work, whatever. But the opponent, I don't know, for shits and giggles, I'm just gonna say a name. It's E1 Kicks, right? You throw E1 Kicks at advance plus some and just offer me the bare minimum. What does that tell me? What does that tell me? Like, seriously. You know what I'm saying?
You're expendable.
I'm expendable.
You're expendable.
Yeah.
And but that's my point. That's my point right there. The point is people are reaching out to Canelo, and this young man has the same opportunity as long as he produce. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? For the network to come through, y'all not hearing it. The main part, they didn't say we want to pay you for your next fight, because they've been obviously doing that, right? In association with PBC. But this time it was just Showtime went after him and gave him a 3-fight deal. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I don't know how much it is, but it's just the point they went after him. They could have went to anybody else. Hell, they got the whole PBC stable, right? Mm-hmm. They took matters in their own hands, who they see is the next hot up-and-coming boxer.
See, but the burden in that is making the fights happen.
Yeah, and that's the hurdle. That's the hurdle. But to get signed to Showtime, now you got validation.
You have validation.
Now it ain't just me. It ain't me.
You got
it ain't me sitting here. Yeah, right.
Everybody likes to say that you across the street.
Right.
All that different. You got the proverbial street cred now, because I don't need to be on the street. I am the block.
Right.
I
exactly.
am the hood.
Exactly.
So everything that you do, even when I don't see you, I know what you're doing.
Facts.
You know, he didn't make it to that level. So
it's just like, pay attention to the small details. That's all we try to tell everybody. Because now a lot of people take somebody as young as him. They already trying to turn the narrative around that, it's the people you fighting you putting down. But them same fighters that fought them same other people, they couldn't do that. You see what I'm saying? And he make like work of them. But I call it the Terrence syndrome, because they did the same thing to Terrence. And then now he's with a network though. Now ain't no, I'm just blowing smoke. Especially wipe out these next 3 opponents the way he been doing. And then 2, ain't no, you think I'm just talking shit. Mm-hmm. It ain't gonna be me the one saying, I was just talking, bro. I don't really want that fight. No, he's with a network. Now he has to do what? He has to produce. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. He has no choice.
So
No choice.
you
no
know,
choice.
and that's the part. Now I'm pretty sure somewhere in this this whole ordeal, PBC gonna try to make a play.
PBC's going to try to put him against somebody so they could try to make money off the back end of it.
That-
That's what they're going to do because
And that I think Showtime.
I don't think Al is even going to get the opportunity to sign because remember we spoke to Boots.
Mhm.
We spoke to him.
Right.
He said he does not want to be part of that system with Top Rank and PBC.
Right.
He doesn't want to be part of that. He wants his own things. He wants his own cash. He wants to be his own man. And
Right.
that's admirable.
Right. Facts.
So, and I believe he's told Al this to his face.
I don't
Knowing
know.
the type of dude that he is,
I don't
he
know.
says what he means and he means what he says.
Facts. I can agree with that, but money talk, bullshit walk. Sometimes, like just like how Al threw all that cash. See, that's not the type of person I don't forget shit. So goddamn me, nigga, hey, that money you threw to Canelo just for them 1-2 fights, dude. Hey, you need to be talking to me like that. Because I'm on Showtime and I'm producing and I'm proving to all the promotion companies that you can't come to me sideways.
And here's the thing. Let's put as y'all could tell with the cards that have been going on with PBC, it ain't the best, so they just putting anything out to make some cash. Let's just put it out there. Al, you're gonna have to put top competition in here with me if you want me to fight on your card.
You're real.
Gonna have to. Keith Thurman, that could be my stepping stone.
That would be perfect.
What you got for me after that? Can you promise me a Terrence Crawford fight?
Right. That's the whole right.
Can you promise me that Earl Spence fight? Promise me that. If you can't make those promises set in stone, then what the hell am I talking to you for?
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, 100%.
He has the power in his hands. This nigga got the glow. I'm just gonna put it out.
Young Leroy. Leroy.
He got the glow right now.
You feel the you got the glow. Look at that ass.
See, I wouldn't even take a Danny Garcia. I wouldn't take no Danny.
No,
Garcia.
I would. I'd take a Danny. I would take a Danny. You know why? Because Danny still is a hard puncher, and Danny's not something easy you can knock down. If he knock a Danny down, I'm upset. If he knock a Danny down, he can knock a Earl down. That's me. I'm gonna be real with you. That dude's a statue. He's not easy to knock down. And if he make light work of a Danny, like for real, cause you look, I'm gonna be real with you. Y'all know how boxing go. Say it comes to a point where Earl, I'll fight him. But he gotta fight my leftovers first. That's what some fighters do, bro. And if you about your bet, I'll fight Danny. If Danny will fight me, then Danny be like, oh, y'all think I'm weak. He jump in that ring and he make light work of that man, bruh. I'm sorry, bro. And they do fight. It's May 14th. It's May 14th, ladies and gentlemen.
That would literally legitimize his claim. It would literally put him on the throne without a crown.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
Talking about he claiming this shit, bro. Like the I don't know if y'all heard oh my god, Benny the Butcher and J. Cole. Listen to J. Cole verse, bro. I promise. If that's that man. If you hear how that man talk and how he believe in himself and just be like, ain't nobody here could beat me. Like he really like for real believes this shit, bro. That verse describes that man 100%.
But that's the thing. There's somebody else that's like that too, and that's Terrence.
Yeah, like
you get them in the ring together.
That would be nice.
Promise him that fight. Promise me that fight. I think that outshadows the Earl Spence fight.
Yeah. That right there would be a war. That's gonna be a war.
It's not going 12.
Man, hell no. Hell to the no, because ain't now one of them gonna give up. Neither one like losing. Both of them arrogant. They believe they did best, and they 100% believe it without nobody needing to tell them that. That's where it gets icky.
And think about that. Say, for instance, he does get that 3-fight deal with a PBC. First fight is going to be a stepping stone, like a Keith. Then the next fight going to be a Danny. But there's going to be a caveat in that. You have to promise me the Terrence Crawford fight for the last fight. Because here's the thing. After that fight is over, he's done. But they're going to see the numbers. They're going to want to renegotiate.
Oh, he's going to stick around for long.
They're going to want
to Showtime be mad as hell. Like, y'all let this man go. Like, they'll be hot, bro. Like, there's no way, bro. And then B said Terrence still on the outside looking in. And be real with you. All things heal. What they say, time heals all wounds. Right? Look, he is money out there to get for Terrence, right? It is certain people. I feel like, this is me. I don't know, but I feel like certain people don't want to touch him because how people turned the whole court case to the racist thing and all of that. You know what I mean? Right. That's a bad look when you're doing business, you know. But after that kind of blows over, bruh, I wouldn't be shocked you start hearing Terrence's name back on ESPN because Terrence still they pound for pound champ. They just don't talk about him though. Like, that's the thing. They use every time they would bring up Terrence. You on ESPN event, the last ESPN event, we ain't hear them say nothing about Terrence. And that's their pound for pound guy. So if that shows you the stank he got on right now, it's over. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm like Sean. And shout out to Sean and the Porter Way podcast. I agree with Sean when Sean say nowadays I believe youngsters hit their prime and when they 30 and 35. Between there, you know. So he's what, 36? 35, 36, and I think he still got left in him because he's not really an active cat like that. You know what I'm saying? Whatnot. So
I mean, just look at it like this. Look at it, because times are different. The conditioning and the medical and everything like that is different nowadays. Mm-hmm. You see how, like, whether you love him or hate him, you see how LeBron doing. Like, he's just now tailing off. Just now. You know, other than that, what he had
well, I'm not gonna make this about Brian, but he do play with two teams a year.
I'm just making an example. You know. And then even Steph Curry, he's in his late 30s now.
Yeah, right.
You know, and then Kevin Durant, all of them is getting up there, but their primes are stretching a lot longer.
That too, and I gotta ask you, Bud didn't look 36 in his last fight.
No, he did not. He wasn't even sweating.
So, you know,
they had to throw water on him to give the impression that he was sweating.
Right. So I'm just saying, bro, he did, and all it took was Bo Mac to say, "Hey, you losing this fight." What did he do when he heard that?
He went in there and put hands on him.
So I'm saying,
he dominated.
So I that's why I agree with Sean. I believe it's different. It's a little different now. You know what I'm saying?
Sean just retired. Sean could have kept going.
Sean didn't have to retire though. That's what I'm saying. Sean could have kept going. Sean just don't want to do boxing no more. Yeah. Shout out to Sean too, man. He got I was watching his podcast. He got a preview to his movie. Look like it's gonna be dope. But that was kind of off the. But yeah, no, it looked like it's gonna be dope as hell. It's a boxing movie, of course. You know what I'm saying? But
I said now, not then. Tyson is in a whole different era. We've been through two eras already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Tyson, when he got there now, plus he had been through some shit mentally. But you want to know something I did watch? You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all want to know what fight reminded me of AJ versus Usyk?
What?
Y'all remember from Mike Tyson fighting Bruno?
I can't.
Man, I swear to God, that's like one of the. I was watching Bruno and Mike Tyson go at it, and even the lead up to the fight, Bruno trying to talk shit and didn't even know how to talk shit, and all I could hear is AJ in my head telling, "I'm coming for you, boy." I look up to the drug dealers and all I could hear was that, because you know they both from UK and they got that accent. They both tall, muscle bound, and I was like, and then you had Mike Tyson and you got Usyk shorter, and it was like the game plan was the same. And he got up under Bruno and served him. Pop! And I was like, bruh, the hell? I was like, I just watched this like last year, didn't it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the hell? Like, if y'all think I'm playing, man, dog, just watch that fight. I promise you. The only difference is Bruno dark skin, AJ light skin. That's it. And one's a Ukrainian and the other one's American. Just it's crazy, bro. I forgot to throw that out there earlier, but yeah, that messed me up. It was exciting. It was exciting to see a shorter guy. You gotta look it up, bro.
that was so left field. I don't even know where to go. Right
My bad, dog. It just hit me like boom, like because I had meant to say it, but it was a trip. It was a trip.
My God. Oh
But
my
for his
God.
Mike at 35, Mike was done, bro.
Mike at 35 is way different than an Earl at 35.
For one, he was fighting for money.
Matter of fact, a
He had
Tyson
taxes
at
on his
35
ass.
is different than the Wilder at 35. I believe a Wilder at 35 is more dangerous than a Mike at 35.
Oh yeah, 100%. He still is dangerous. That dude coming back. Trust, I believe he coming back. I don't care what these little interviews he doing. He gonna come back. He gonna fight somebody. The money will be too great.
Yeah.
Especially AJ get beat again. Yep. AJ get beat again. He'll come back. Because he's gonna get beat again.
He's gonna have to. He has to cement some kind of legacy besides just losing the Fury. He has to do something else. He has to.
Well, he's still going Hall of Fame. He only lost twice.
He has to.
His whole career, he defended the belt for for 10 years.
Yeah.
So he done some stuff that ain't nobody else did. You know what I'm saying? So in the heavyweight division, you know what I mean? He has a claim to fame there. It has to eat you up though. Like, dang, I could at least beat him once. You know what I'm saying? But in reference to Friday, did you at least pinch the bitch? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I want him to come back. He still was a exciting fighter. And what other fighter, to be real with you, in some sense, he probably felt like maybe I'm about to get beat again. But he didn't waver. He did what he did. He wanted to fight the best, and he fought the best 3 damn times. And other guys to sit there and straight up be like, nope, I just don't want to do the fight. I'm not finna mess my money up. Crawford could have took that one on the chin and kept moving. You know what people would have been saying? He ain't take that rematch with Fury. That's what that would have been worse to me as a person. If that was me, that would have been worse of me hearing that later in my career than me actually getting beat those 2 times. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean that does something to the psyche. You see, Floyd had to come back.
Yeah, he had to. He had to fight Manny, dude.
He had to fight Manny. He
couldn't go nowhere without hearing it.
Even Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray couldn't go nowhere. This dude even put on a show. Let me just, how much Sugar Ray was trying to make sure that fight never happened. This motherfucker held a show and had a boxing ring in the middle of the event.
Right.
Just to say that he wasn't going to fight him.
That shit was bogus, bro.
It's happened all throughout history. And it's just been some crazy ones. But he even had to come back and fight him. He won, but he had to come back and fight him.
Right.
I think in that situation, I think that would have actually did Deontay a little bit of good. Here's why. It would have brought more fans to him. It would have brought more attention to him, period.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as people are talking about you, that's all publicity. All publicity is good publicity. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. And then who knows? He might have won the last fight just off of build-up alone and him being frustrated with the fact that people are saying that he's not fighting him. You want me to fight him? All right, fuck it. I'm going to fight him. Because that changes your attitude at that point.
Right.
It changes. It makes you a little bit more serious. Like, all right, I got to put this motherfucker away. So these people can shut up. And I want to know why the fuck Earl ain't got to that point.
Earl been hurt, bro. Like, it's kind of like.
Even if you hurt, you still hear that.
Yeah.
But what a shame.
But you got
to fight Bud.
That too, but you got to think, man. The route he's taking is the easiest route. It is, and what I'm saying is, don't take it like that. What I mean, it's the easiest of the harder. He's taking the harder route, but he's taking the easiest of the harder route. It wouldn't make sense to fight Bud right now, and then fight Ugas on the back end. It makes sense to fight him now and then fight Bud because he know Bud gonna come in there to really try to hurt him. I'm not saying Ugas is not, but it's a lesser feat than
path of least resistance.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. So I gotta get back. I gotta get Earl, and every time he came back, he fought somebody. Now I will say to Danny, he did come back fight a champion, but Danny was being Danny at the time. He was flat footed, like you know what I'm saying. He wasn't the Danny of 140 and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
I want to say what fight looked exactly like that.
What?
The Devin Haney versus JoJo Diaz. Those two fights.
Oh, where one was flat, flat,
and one was
not
just
explosive.
Like this the whole time, and just every now and then. That's that fight.
Yeah, I see Ugas and Spence being a close fight. I see it at the point of it's called. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I see it being a close fight without the strategy in my head. But if first 3-4 rounds gonna tell you something, because believe me, I can't let this go. Part of that game plan is to punch him in his eye. Part of that is whether you just want to irritate, hit him in his gloves to make him hit himself, whatever. It's or even just to make him feel like the game plan is to hit that eye. See what I'm saying? It's about mental games at that point. You know what I mean? Because when you had that type of injury, he done went to 2 doctors, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 doctors and told him that he can go blind. Okay? So, even if I'm not trying to, but to just influence the point that I may be trying to hit you in your eye, to mess with your head, it's a big deal. Yeah, it's a big deal. So it may I got Earl winning, but at the same time, you know, it can easily shift. Easily.
And I have Ugas winning because of that exact thing. Because of that exact thing. Because he's going to be thinking that his game plan is to attack the eye.
Right.
So, and I've had a bad eye injury.
Right.
You overcompensate. So you believe that this eye is stronger than this eye because you wasn't using this eye. You were only using this eye. All that did was put strain on it. One real good pop to that eye, bruh, that shit might pop. You get what I'm saying? Because of all the tension that's on it. All of it. And then if that happens, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Ugas is going to dominate the fight. They're probably going to have to stop it.
True shit.
And I'm going to upset on that one. That's the upset for me.
And I agree with B real quick before we show the new people who just jumped in what they done missed. That's why I think Spence will go hard and really try to get my and I do too. But to know Spence is to know Spence. Spence out there is going hard, is going to the body, and his best bet is to be inside. Take Ugas' range away from him where he can't pop you in that how hard as he want to. Make it a dog fight like when you fought Sean.
That's the thing. He prefers to fight inside.
Well, that's one, but you still take that pop. Like if I'm trying to knock the shit out of you from back here, buyout type shit and constantly jab you. At least when you inside and I'm shoulder to shoulder, you know, he can, you know what I'm saying? He can virtually see it coming. If I'm back and you catch me one of them, it could be one punch. And it'd be a wrap. You know what I'm saying? So if he make it his to me, Earl needs to make it a dog fight. Just like he fought Sean.
I don't think so. I think that's a bad idea. I think that's a really bad idea because one thing that Cuban fighters are known for is utilizing every aspect of the anatomy when it comes to boxing.
True shit.
All it takes is for them to come in and try to go at each other, attack the middle at the same time. Headbutt, shoulder, headbutt. That face is only going.
It's gonna be one of those flip of the coin things, or look. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't want to see Earl get hit and it sound like. No, I don't. I fucking don't. I'm gonna say it. I don't want that. No. I don't want to hear that. Like that's what I'm hearing in my head, bro. If he get popped out every time he get, I'm like, because it's just gonna be terrible at that point. You know how fast that eye gonna fucking swell up. It's not regular no more. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck can you do to prevent this? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's mind-boggling at the point where in my head it's like, what can he do? Then I hear your ass. Now I think, okay, he go inside. Then I'm thinking like, shit, this fucker's making sense. It don't matter what the fuck this man do. He just better do what B say. Come in there and beat the fuck out of him. Windmill. Do what the fuck you gotta do. Get him the fuck out of there, man. Like, that shit made so much sense to me right there, goddamn it. Now I don't know what. Hey, I'm sorry, Bonquil. This one.
I made a very convincing argument.
Yes, you did, goddamn it. It pissed me off. Shit. That's all I heard while you was talking. That's all I heard. All I heard was. That's all I heard. You know what I'm saying? In my head, like, damn, he finna get popped. Shit.
All right. I want us to address this. Does Crawford still need to fight Spence if Spence loses to Ugas?
Yeah, it still be a good fight.
It'll still be a good fight.
It's just gonna lose. It's gonna lose the
appeal.
The appeal of it.
That
still a good fight. People still definitely watch it. It's still gonna make more money than the average pay-per-view. It's just not gonna have that. Oh, like because he's not undefeated anymore.
Hold on. This right here. Ugas said Pacquiao was one of his easiest fights. That's because no Filipino has ever beaten a Cuban.
That is true.
No Filipino has ever beaten a Cuban.
And he cut him off in the inside. That what y'all don't know, not y'all, I apologize. What a lot of people don't know about Cuban fighters is this. Everything they do, fuck that. As my dad say, there's a method to their madness. Mm-hmm. Everything they do is a calculated step. Every punch they throw, they are actually looking to see how you react. Mm-hmm. Once they find them 3 punches that you do not like, oh boy, it's gonna be mixed up across the board. You finna have a problem, right? Mm-hmm. Even to the point where if they notice him moving around frustrates you, they're gonna do it. Mm-hmm. So that just comes with experience, bro. I mean, look, you got Ugas, who's very underrated. He gets in that ring. He know how to dance. He's not too flat-footed. If he need to move, he know how to fucking move. You got Earl. He'll step on him, but he likes to hop forward. Not hop, but like a skip forward. You know what I'm saying? Skip back. But he's not a all-way arounder. You know, he wants to hurt you. You bounce on the ropes. Then he want to hurt him jump on you.
Frazier.
Yeah, he's not going to too much cut the ring off on you. So, I mean, it's so many variables that Ugas can use against that. You know what I mean? Pop and turn them. Frustration. I'm talking about if Ugas wanted to, he can make each round look different.
He could.
Because he going to have so many looks, and he's going to be give him so many looks, different looks, that it's going to be like, damn, can Earl get in rhythm? That's my thing. Now, Ugas can get starstruck in there. Ugas can get under the big lights and be like, shit, oh my God. And it may. Or he may be Ugas with the Ugas we've seen of late, who's been wanting to prove something, and it's been working, standing there and beating your ass.
See, I want to be, I got something to see, man. This same 40-year-old Pacquiao, even after whatever the hell was going on, he was still knocking people down. He was still winning fights.
He wasn't knocking them out, but he was knocking.
He was winning. He was knocking them down.
Yeah,
he was winning fights. So that age of 40, that didn't mean anything because he had wins at 38. At age 38.
Tell him like it is. Dude, wasn't nobody saying that shit before the fight. They was like, Ugas finna get his ass whooped.
I mean, I wish we could pull back up the chat from that day. Because
hey, bro, I said Ugas gonna fuck around and lose. And the only man I know that said that man was gonna win is right here.
Because I was trying to tell people the Filipino style will never beat the Cuban style. Never. So, you can't even compare Sean Porter to an average Black American fighter because his style is not finesse.
Okay. Yeah. Can I take this one?
Go ahead.
Bob, quick, we check this out. You said Mayweather exposed Pacquiao. Pacquiao is also a cheater. Pacquiao is not a cheater, for one. And for two, okay, Mayweather has things that like people don't want to pay attention to, like straight Mayweather fans you are. And I understand that. You feel me? Go back and watch that fight they didn't tell you how much Mayweather weighed. Sure didn't. They
Even
also
on the ring
mentioned
wall.
that he was being pumped an IV with an IV. Did they not?
Yep.
They said it. The commentator said that he was being pumped with the he was hooked to an IV and being pumped with something of sorts. That came across. Okay, I don't. Maybe it wasn't supposed to be said out loud, but it was said when it came to him weighing. It had a question mark that he didn't allow them to weigh him that day. Also, he was supposed to be Pacquiao was supposed to be medically cleared to use lidocaine for his shoulder. While people tried to act like, oh, he said his shoulder was messed up after the fight. No, it was stated before the fight that he was supposed to be able to use lidocaine, and because his manager or whoever that person was didn't check that box, they told that nigga no. So
Heard this
just
from
go
the
right
inside.
ahead.
Heard
Go
this from
right
the
ahead.
inside, brother. It'd be a lot of shit that we know that we just can't tell y'all because it was
It's being real, bro. And then y'all calling Pac-Man a juicer because he won't give his blood up. Right? Sugar Shane got called a juicer for drinking some shit that he didn't even know. If you go tell me, Bonquiqui, you tell me, you can't tell me that man was not bigger than Pacquiao in that fight. And ain't nobody in this chat finna tell me that was the best Mayweather performance you have ever seen. That was a wrestling match. Mayweather pot shot and held him. Shot and held him.
The entire fight.
The only combinations you saw was coming from Pacquiao. Mayweather would land like a 2-piece and tie him up. A 1, tie him up, turn him around on the ropes. That shit was a straight up wrestling match, bro. That was one of the ugliest boxing matches I ever seen in history, bro. It was messy. It was messy. And I'm not saying that. I like Mayweather. I'm just saying that performance was garbage. I did not like it.
Excuse me for just a second.
Yeah. I didn't like it at all. You know what I'm saying? But I can't say how much he weighed. I don't even want to speculate, but he was bigger. You can go look at it. Who? Pacquiao? Yeah, Pacquiao always walk around, but Mayweather usually stay at like you say, 150, 147. You know what I'm saying? But I just like stating facts. I'm not making none of this stuff. If you go back and watch the fight in the beginning, while it's coming on, they're gonna put it's a whatchamacallit. It's a question mark where he weighed. And then you'll hear them talking was like Mayweather's back there hooked up to an IV. No lie. When have you heard of that shit? You never heard of that. What, you dehydrated? How you dehydrate right before the fight? That's like next to impossible. You got weighed in the day before. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't saying that to say he cheating at all. I just like to put the facts out there. And I felt like that, and all my hard hearts, that fight should have happened way earlier. And like I was saying earlier, we was talking about when people fight each other, sometimes it's a calculated step to fight somebody later on down the line because they slow down a bit. You get what I'm saying? Boxers have done this repeatedly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't ready for him right now. Hence, dang, what's my boy with the dreads? He had dreads, he bald now. Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson. When he was supposed to fight Mike Tyson, he said, I ain't ready for Mike Tyson. He honestly said it, but then he fought him down the line, though. See what I'm saying? Mike wasn't snappy, quick, wasn't thinking it sharp. You understand what I'm saying? And then even then, Mike had to force him into a fight because he still didn't want to fight Mike Tyson. It wasn't until Mike told him he was going to eat his children and make him his bitch and all that shit till he was like, fuck it, I'm going to fight this nigga. Sometimes it's a calculated step, you know what I'm saying, to fight a guy later on down the line because they lose a little pep in their step. None of these fighters of this era is clean fighting like Andre Ward. No, that's a fact. And that's still allegedly because we don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not accusing them of it either, but nobody's right there.
You just don't know.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes these guys get popped. It do be because they drank an energy drink. Some of these guys just don't know you. They have to really, for instance, who was that in football about 3 years ago, off season? He was taking pills. His wife wanted some more kids or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. And the substance was on the ban list. And he got suspended.
But because he didn't know.
And it was from the doctor for him to, become more fertile. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes it be shit and shit that, I mean, it be like that. That's why I don't be so quick to accuse, whatever. Like, I believe Sugar Shane on his deposition. Dude, you look at that dude deposition, it was like, damn, like, he about to cry.
I mean, speaking of that, that leads into something that's not easy to really talk about because I've been championing this guy. This is just all speculation at this point. Straight just speculation. It holds no merit, holds no weight. Virgil Ortiz Jr.
Oh shit.
He had some. Before we get into that,
he got rap dude.
Let's take a minute and show you what went on earlier, just in case you missed it.
Oh, that's right. My bad, y'all. I could have did that while he was on.
Change the mood for a little bit. Teach you brothers how to get paid. Become an all-star. You sign with a team. Then you retire 2 years later. You sign a massive contract with that team, but you still retire 2 years later. And you still on their books until 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, Ken Griffey Jr. did that. Arguably one of the greatest baseball players of all time. He's still on the Cincinnati Reds payroll until 2024. And I believe he's either the fourth or fifth highest paid player on their team, and he has not even suited up for them. Make that make sense.
Damn!
Number two, and the tickets are cheap. Catch them now. Lakers are garbage. I'm sorry if there's any Los Angeles Lakers fans here, but your team is boo-boo. Like hot boo-boo. Like hot buffalo boo-boo. Then we move on over to the gridiron. Football. Last year, people said that both conferences were relatively close. AFC, NFC. AFC has officially put their foot in the ass of the NFC, especially the AFC West. Not only do you have my best friend, Patrick Mahomes, I went to his wedding over the weekend, if y'all didn't know. And that's just here in Kansas City. And then we got my homeboy, Russ. Me, him, Sierra, and my wife, Aisha, we had dinner on Sunday. It was beautiful. We went to Ruth Chris. We did the damn thing. Then we got them fucking Raiders. Fuck them. Bruh. And then we have the Chargers. The Chargers are making moves to win. They're making the moves. But not only that, Von Miller just signed with the Buffalo Bills. And that's it for the rundown.
Yeah. I like that. We're going to get better at that one. But yeah, that was pretty dope. Could y'all hear the sound effects I had put in there? I can't hear you. You muted. You mute yourself. There you go. Yeah, you hear the sound effects in there?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that was dope.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Y'all like the little flames and shit? I'm getting good. Now let me quit playing. But yeah. All right, we're going to do that one. But yeah, man. Virgil Ortiz. And like I said, that's the perfect segue, man, because like I didn't know which way I wanted to go with this story, y'all. He has it's a long name for what he got, but it's actually a shorter version. They call it Rabdu. Okay. And it's the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words, 7 letters. Rabdu. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a life-threatening disease. Life-threatening syndrome. It breaks down skeletal muscle fibers with leakage of muscle content into the circulation. The most common cause are crush injury, overexertion, alcohol abuse, and certain medicines and toxic substances. Okay. This is one of those where, like, now I do also want to point out from allegedly from a source, good source, that it was really because he couldn't make weight. You know what I'm saying? That he was almost upwards to what did it say, 167?
168.
168, and there's no way you was gonna make that by Friday. Now that's allegedly though, but this is a a good source that says this.
Mm-hmm.
But according to this syndrome right here, and what his father was saying, that he was losing weight too fast. Right?
It completely contradicts
right
everything that goes with it.
Exactly. So it's like, you know, it's something that don't make sense. And I'm not saying the man don't have it, because it does say that it primarily affects the kidneys, then the liver, you know what I'm saying, the abdomen area, your torso area, and it can affect other limbs or whatnot. But it don't say nowhere about losing weight. And I've researched the hell out of this. Like, it's crazy, bro.
You know, when, after looking at it, and it has something to do with glands also. That's why I'm guessing that it's an autoimmune deficiency, because those of you who don't know, when you have a hormone deficiency, it's usually dealing with your thyroids. Men have thyroids just like women do. It's something that both of us have. It produces our glands, and it helps produce white blood cells and things of that nature. But one side effect of having hypothalassemia or hyperthalassemia or hypothalassemia, it messes with your weight. It has you fluctuate up and down, up and down, up and down. I'm guessing if he does have this disorder, right? That could be why he was having trouble making weight, because he was having a flare up. Right.
That's what we saying. But I was thinking one of the same too. But his dad said he was losing weight like super fast. Who knows?
He could be losing weight the right way during camp, and once a flare up happens, it just happens. There's nothing you can necessarily do about that.
Yeah, but that would make him hold weight. That would make him just lose, like the way his dad is describing, right?
It would stall it. It would stall it. If that's the case, and they said that he stopped out at 168, there's a bigger problem there. There's a much bigger problem there, because if you stalled out at about 168, how much did you absolutely get up to in between fights?
Right, exactly. It's, but I do want to make this clear, though. This is not no way, shape, or form of taking shots at this man. It's just that, this is what we do. We report the news, you know what I'm saying? And I never heard of this until now. It's real. Rap dude is not made up. This is something that's actually kind of common. It's just not something that people talk about, you know what I'm saying? It does have some things that coincide with boxing, like crush injury. Crush injury is the result of physical trauma from prolonged compression to the torso, limbs, or other parts of the body. The result of injury to soft tissue, muscle, and nerves can be due to the primary direct effect of the trauma. I can't say this word, ischemia, which is an inadequate blood supply to an organ, basically, especially the heart and muscle related to compression. So that's part of boxing. That just describes it all day. You know what I'm saying? So it could have been that, or he could have been taking something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that to insinuate, because we know he was part of the Juice Crew. But I'm not saying that to say he was doing it. I'm just saying that it says it right here. I'm actually reading this. Crush injury, overexertion, right? Which you train a lot, right?
Yeah.
Alcohol abuse, certain medicines, and toxic substances. So I'm just reading y'all what I did my research on. But nevertheless, I want to send my prayers to dude, because, You know, I'm hoping he come back because one thing that stuck out that his dad did say was it was messing with his kidneys, right? And they said once they could get it, if they could stop it at your kidneys, you kind of cool. But he said it was at his liver too. So I hope this man, and then the cold part about it, I think they saw 2 people. At least that's how it read or whatever. But like they said, he told him to go home and drink water.
You know, not to add salt to injury, but I was doing some reading on it too earlier. And once it makes it to the liver, it can cause diverticulitis. And if those of you who don't know, it's an infection or a disease of the liver to where they have to start taking out pieces of it.
Yeah, see, that's all bad, bro.
That's bad. That's bad.
That can cause you, you know, once your kidneys miss, you know, it's dialysis, and they were saying all sorts of stuff. But basically, overall, just to sum it up, he has too much protein in his blood. Too much protein in your blood causes this rhabdo. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know it's been a lot of speculation, and people, they know this definition. They're like, oh, he might have been doing this, he might have been doing that. Look, I hope that man get better. He was supposed to have a big fight this weekend. He was fighting McKinnison over there with Golden Boy in the zone. You know what I'm saying? And that's obviously canceled. They saying that McKinnison might get a replacement, or they might bump up Alexis Rocha against Blair Cobbs. Blair Cobb's been in the news lately talking a lot of stuff about Earl Spence Jr. and all of that. And Earl Spence called him a 30-year-old prospect and all that stuff. So we ain't going to get into Blair Cobbs, okay? I would like to talk to you, Blair Cobbs, though. Should jump on the show. But having said that, man, we ain't going to hold y'all too long. But I do want to say this to y'all, man. In the good words of Mike Tyson, you know, discipline is doing the things that you hate like you love it. If you can master that, you can go for it, man. Real spit. All right, man. Shout out to all our day one. Shout out to everybody who hit that like button. Make sure that you tell a friend about the judges table. Come sub at the GMT boxing, in the red corner boxing, all that good stuff. Look for a replay tomorrow. This will replay tomorrow on GMT boxing and on in the red corner boxing only. All right, y'all be easy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And we gonna get the fuck out of here. All right. Like I said, y'all go home.
Oh yeah. Shout out to E1 Kicks for coming in here on 2 devices.
Oh yeah, my dude. That's support. Shout out to the people come to work on time, like buying quick weed. He does 1 Kicks. No, y'all, man. Love y'all, man. Y'all be easy. Real spit.
Peace.